Greetings everyone on YouTube land. This is Caleb Buckley and I have another edition here of Supporting School Leaders. So the question is, what makes a successful school leader? What makes a school leader successful? And since most people only watch videos for about 23 seconds, I'm going to go ahead and plug the channel here. And if you hit the subscribe button, I am flabbergasted that I've had over 5,000 views just of a handful of videos. But as people send me comments and questions, I'm continuing to answer them in small snippets here. And hopefully you can find something that's helpful. So this question of what makes an administrator successful? How do you judge it? How is it something that's tangible? It's something I want to explore. Let me take you back for a moment to one of the great pitchers of all time, Madison Bumgarner, the hero of the San Francisco World Series 2014, and three World Series rings. I always say that Madison Bumgarner gets up every morning just like the rest of us, only has a harder time tying his shoes with those 3 World Series rings. Now, he was asked in 2021 about his career as a pitcher and what he would do differently now. And he very reflectively said that he realized over time that there wasn't a huge difference between teams that he faced who were 10 games over 500 versus 10 games under 500. He said it's really a lot of small things that make the difference, and that the reason he failed as a pitcher was in situations where he was facing a team that wasn't doing well and he wasn't giving them enough respect for their potential, and they hit him all over the park. Whereas he trained for, the Dodgers and for difficult teams he'd be facing. But along comes, someone who is not in the press and they hit him out of the park. And the reason is that most people, to extrapolate to administrators, do a pretty good job as long as you're observing the Hippocratic Oath to do no harm, like in the medical profession. As long as you're doing no harm, your organization is probably going to be okay. So what makes a good leader? It's really, to be over 500 in that record. And it really is the idea that you have a goal that the organization is driven towards and that everyone believes tomorrow is going to be better than today. And that's kind of the definition of success. And you could burrow down into, our students learning in the classroom? How are the kids thriving? How are the employees, how are the teachers meeting the needs of the students? What's the professional development? What are the test scores? You can look at all those things, but if you look globally as an organization, if you're kind of taking the 30,000 square foot view, you want to see that your organization has a goal, it's driven to that goal, and everyone believes you're getting closer and that tomorrow is going to be better than it was today. Now, I had the situation myself being a school leader in 2008 when the Great Recession hit, and I remember a memo coming across my desk saying that our budgets were going to be cut by 20% that year. And the year was already half over. And I remember posting on social media at the time that I was just made the captain of the Titanic. And I don't regret saying that, but it wasn't entirely accurate because the Titanic sank and it's still there. But in 2008, as an organization faced with the 20% budget cut heading into a recession, all of us in the organization were able to see, okay, we're going to reach a low point. And after that low point, we'll be coming out of it.